Hi again, everyone, and welcome to Something Artsy. I'm Jim Bartles, your host for this month's program. Something Artsy is brought to you by the State Street Theater in conjunction with New Cat, which films this segment every month. Thank you for supporting the arts in our community through financial support from the Prairie Lakes Arts Council, the Minnesota State Arts Board, the New Ulm Area Foundation, and ISD 88 Community Education. Because without their generous support, this program would not be possible. And I'd like to welcome our first guest. Leah Peckrell's here once again with us from Sweet Haven Tonics. Well, Leah, we got a lot of things to get into and go over. Let's kick it off. I know I saw Bottle Bingo is coming up.
Yeah.
And Bingo's been at, the Baseball Association is tied in with that, right?
Yep, they're the one that run it for us.
Let's talk a little bit about it.
Yep, so we do bingo twice a month. And it's the first Tuesday and the third Thursday. There's a lot of bingo around town, so we wanted to find some dates where it wasn't happening other places. So with Bottle Bingo, you have a chance. I choose some really wonderful spirits and bottles that when you win bingo, you can win this really great bottle of spirits that maybe you wouldn't be able to find, or is a really great deal to win for a bingo round. Of course, there's a cash prize option as well, so you don't have to be 21 to play, but if you're not 21, you can't win a bottle.
All right. And so it's also a fundraiser for the Baseball Association in New Ulm?
Yep, and they have it set up so like their other ones, there's a $2,500 jackpot, which is fun. Nobody's won it yet. The number, I'm new to bingo, so the number of balls that they draw to get the jackpot keeps going up by one.
Correct, making it a better odds that you're going to hit that jackpot eventually.
Right. So yeah, it's been fun to have, and we start at 6 o'clock, and there's a $30 buy-in, so you pay $30 up front to them, and then you get all of your cards, and you can buy extras for the blackout rounds if you would like to.
$2,500 jackpot, first Tuesday and third Thursday of each month. Let's go back. I know trivia is going on also. That's a regular thing. Talk about trivia at Sweet Haven.
Yeah, so Sweet Haven, it's the second and fourth Tuesdays of every month, starting at 6 o'clock. And actually, I don't have it on here, but we have the Herman Monument Society is doing a trivia takeover.
Ooh.
The fourth Tuesday, or our second trivia of the month.
Okay.
So that last one. And they'll be bringing in some food, and we'll do a signature drink. And so they'll be taking it over that night and doing some Herman and New Ulm themed trivia.
Very
so
good.
if you know our town and you know about Herman, I suggest coming out, and they'll have some special prizes and things as well.
And there's some $50 and $25 gift cards and Sweet Haven Tonics, etc.
Yep,
All
great
right.
prizes.
Let's move on down. I know when we've talked before, we've talked about dance classes at Sweet Haven Tonics. What's coming up?
So Flow Dance Studio out of Sleepy Eye is going to be coming again. They're coming a little earlier this month. Normally it's at the end, toward the end of the month, but we're going to do it for Valentine's Day. So on the 12th, we're going to have a couples dance class at 6 o'clock. So if you like to dance and you want to encourage your significant other to come and dance with you, or, be a trooper and go dance with your partner who likes to do that.
February 12th.
February 12th, 6 o'clock.
6 or 6:30? I see 6:30
Oh, 6:30, you're right.
Okay.
And it's $10 you can pay at the door, or you can buy a ticket ahead of time online.
All right. Speaking of Valentine's Day, there's some live music coming up at Sweet Haven Tonics.
Yep, we do. We're going to have Ben Scruggs back for Valentine's Day. So that February 14th, that Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m., we'll have Ben back, and he puts on a great show. He's a singer-songwriter, so he's got some originals, and he plays some great covers, and it'll just set a great ambiance for the evening, a place to come and have a great drink and some dessert, and as we'll talk about in a little bit, maybe even some pizza.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sweet Haven, let's not assume things. It's located right on Minnesota Street downtown.
Yep.
And location you would say is what?
So it's 116 North Minnesota Street, so between 1st and 2nd Street North. Where the old Herbergers used to be is usually how people know where it is.
Yep. Yeah. All right, very good. Paint and Sip. Yes, sir. Paint and Sip, Wednesday, February 25th. What do we got going on?
We've had a really nice little growing group of people who have come to enjoy. In the basement underneath Sweet Haven, there's art studios. And the artist, Faith Belt, is the one who's taken over, offering her skill and her training to kind of simplify what can seem as undoable for some people. Really low pressure, really simple. She'll walk you through it, but instead of just painting, your basic, like we're painting a tree today, you learn something about painting when you're there. So the people who have done it have really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to having her back.
I saw the note, grab a drink while you're here to really get those creative juices going.
That's right. There's nothing to take away the pressure of putting the brush to the canvas like a great old fashioned.
And, I remember the basement of Herberger's. That's a big area down there.
It is, and it's full of, they do these grand scale pieces of art.
Okay.
So they needed a lot of space to do it. So it makes me happy that that space can be used for them.
We've talked before about swing dance class. I guess was in January. Is that going to come back again sometime?
Yep, that's a favorite. So we'll have it at the end of January, and then I'm sure we'll have it in another month or two. But
that's something my daughter should get to. They're swing dance people.
Do they?
Yeah,
it's really impressive, the skill that is in this town. But you don't have to have any skill to come and enjoy it.
I just found out, okay, true story, folks. I just found out from a cousin of mine whose mom had told him of a story about my mom. And my mom used to do swing dance out on the farm out by Brownton. She was a dancer, and if she didn't have someone to dance with, she'd grab a door handle, and then she would use the door handle as her partner. You never know, right? You just never know.
Well, that's a great dancer.
Yep.
If you could literally dance with the doorknob.
That was it. That was my mom. She loved to dance, as did my dad. What else do you have for us? Anything else before we wrap up on this segment?
One thing I just want people to know that's new about Sweet Haven is that we're partnering with Pepper Boy Pizza. So they're right down the street from us, and it's a great option. When you come in, you can scan a code, and we will deliver the pizza and everything you need right to your table. So you never have to get up. It's a nice way to have one more spot in town where you can actually have your dinner there too.
Leah Peckrell is with us. If somebody wants to find out more information, Facebook, website, what do we got?
Yep, so we actually just launched a new Facebook lounge page on Facebook and Instagram, so follow that page. We have, our business with the tonics that we want people to learn about, but the lounge, we have so many things going. We created a new page, so that'll be the place where you can be up to date on all those things. And then, of course, our website, sweethaventonics.com, has all the information, too.
Leah Peckrell, thanks for being here in Something
thank
Artsy.
you. Yeah.
That's going to wrap it up on this segment. Jim Bartles here with Leah Peckrell. More to come. Stay tuned. And welcome to another segment of Something Artsy. Jim Bartles, your host, and with me on this segment, Amy Johnson, Brown County Historical Society, located at 2 North Broadway. Can't miss it, right in the heart of downtown New Ulm on Broadway. We're going to talk a little bit about hours and things like that, and if you'd like to get a membership, we'll cover that as well. But I want to jump into some things. One of the things I know that's coming up, and it's a little ways off, but so people know, the book sale and when people are bringing in books. That's always a big thing, and it's a big fundraiser for you.
It is one of our largest fundraisers of the year, along with the Popcorn Wagon. It is completely volunteer run, so we appreciate our volunteers. If you are interested in helping out with the book sale, you are more than welcome to do so. We will be doing that in April. But as far as the book drop, so if you're going through your house right now and save your books, please, and then you can drop them at the Brown County Historical Society. We're going to have totes out in the parking lot from April 1st to the 15th, and then the date of the book sale itself will be the 23rd is for members only, but then on April 24th and 25th, it will be open to the public. So save your books, bring them down to the museum April 1st through the 15th, and then the book sale will be happening at the end of April.
I've done that the last couple of years, very easy to do, and then I usually try to come back when the sale's going on and see what's something new there that I might be able to get. Speaking of books, I'm going to dovetail right into the History Book Group. First Wednesday of the month. A little bit of information about that.
So the History Book Group meets in the annex. and that's always the first Wednesday of the month at 7 p.m. The March book we'll be reading is Brave the Wild River, the untold story of two women who mapped the botany of the Grand Canyon. So that will be that group. We usually have about 6 people. It's kind of consistently attend, but you don't have to come every month. You can pick the books that you find most interesting and drop in as needed. The books are available at the library, so you don't have to go out and buy the books at all. Our coordinator goes to the library and they pull as many books of that specific book from the system, and they're available at the front desk. So if you are interested in joining the book group just for that month, you can come over to the library, pick up a book, and they will have it here for you. So
Let's talk about exhibits that you have on hand and then also some that are coming.
Yep. So the first floor is Becoming Brown County. That's a permanent exhibit that's there. The third floor, of course, is the U.S. Dakota War of 1862. That's a permanent exhibit that's there. The second floor is more of the rotational, seasonal floor.
Okay.
So we're having some items leave, like the Menzel Village was in for the holiday season, and that's gone right now. So that gallery is empty at the moment. But in March we're starting to install a new exhibit, and it's going to be called Fertile Ground: Wanda Gog and the Turner Roots of Freedom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit of a different take on Wanda as far as we know her. It's not the Gog House in New Ulm. It's going to be more about Wanda's life on the East Coast and some of her work that she did in various galleries out there, and just kind of who was she as an adult woman. So that's going to be what that exhibit is going to be about. And that is also going to be our March. So Women's History Month is March. And so we always kind of try to talk about someone from Brown County that's, or numerous people. But so this exhibit is actually going to pair with the March program. So you can come and look at the exhibit, but then you can come to the program on March 26th and kind of hear it. So you can see it, you can hear it. We're going to all the senses here.
Good. The 170 years of the City of Charm and Tradition, that's going to be closing down in a little while, right?
Yep, that one is going to obviously coming out in May. We're going to open a new exhibit in that center portion of the second floor, and that's going to be curated by Dan Hoisington, and that's going to be honoring Captain Willibald Bianchi. So he's going to be laid to rest, I believe, in New Ulm on May 2nd, so that is kind of going to be ready for that.
His remains were identified from World War II. I think they were over in Hawaii or something, getting more identification and now being brought back to New Ulm, which would be great. He's one of the 2 people, of course, our Legion is named after the Cypher Bianchi American Legion. What about some of your other exhibits, again, Becoming Brown County and some of those things?
Yep, so Becoming Brown County, first floor again, kind of starts with there's a mammoth tusk in there. Yeah. That's kind of interesting. Yeah. But then it starts with the formation of the land, geology, and kind of will bring you around to 1900. Talks about some early immigrants, the settlement of Brown County, so forth, and then kind of various, whether it be clubs or sports or churches or schools, up to about 1900.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. And again, the rise and fall of Brown County's flower industry.
Yep, that is staying for now. It is still rising, I suppose.
Flower, it's still rising. Okay,
Right.
I understand, yeah. And then never shall I forget Brown County in the U.S. Dakota War.
Yep.
Always there to see. What else? Anything else new coming up that we need to mention that's on the horizon?
I think there's a lot coming up like that.
Just wait the rest of the year.
Oh, well, we are, we do the senior living presentations.
Yeah.
So that's happening. So the demand was everybody wants something new. So we've been developing brand new presentations, a couple of them per season. So right now they're working on World War II, and so that should be out. Thanks to Carla Feld for working on that. She's a volunteer, and she's been actually presenting them over here at the library as well. So it's not just going to the senior living people. Now everyone can see it. So, and then New Cat has filmed it a couple of times, so you can probably see it on their YouTube, maybe. And then otherwise, hopefully she'll get World War II here as well. So.
Okay. And again, that's beginning March, April. That's when that's coming up.
Yep.
People looking for that. Let's get some of the basics, your hours and memberships and things like that.
Yep. We are open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 4, Saturdays from 10 to 3. We are closed on Sundays and Mondays. Membership is $40 for an individual, $60 for a family. And then it kind of tiers from that. But some of the benefits of membership, like when we do the grand opening for the Wanda Gog exhibit, we're going to have like the first night is going to be like members. And then the book sale, there's a day you can come in advance for members. There's a newsletter, there's a free admission, of course, to the museum, and then also to the Kiesling House. Our newsletter, if I said that, and discount in the museum store, and so forth. So
I think one thing, when you have company come to town,
yeah,
and you're looking for some things to do or places to show them, and yes, you know, you might go to the Glockenspiel and Herman and all that, but the Brown County Museum is a great place to be able to bring people, all ages. Neat
Yes.
thing to come in and show people.
all ages. We didn't talk about it at all, but we do have a space that is called the Explorers Corner, and that's for kids.
Okay.
It's more for younger people, I guess, and it's kind of interactive. So you can bring the kids there, and we've got like a mat on the floor of a buffalo skeleton and some bones, and it's kind of like pin the tail on the donkey. You like match the bones to the bison,
Okay.
or there's furs there for them to touch. There's clothing for dressing up like a settler. So that's kind of more of an interactive space for younger people, and that's
Got to bring
a lot
my
of people
grandson
enjoy
there.
that.
He's almost 5. He'll love that.
Yeah.
It'd be great. BrownCountyHistoryMN.org.
BrownCountyHistoryMN.org.
That's it. You want to find out more information about what's going on. Sarah, Amy, good to have you here. I think we've covered it all. Good things and such a great value for Brown County in general, and
Yes.
thanks for coming.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Amy Johnson with us from Brown County Historical Society. I'm Jim Bartles. That's another segment of Something Artsy. This segment of Something Artsy is going to be featuring New Ulm Public Library. Leroy Harris joins us once again. And always so many things, so much activity going on there. Leroy, great to have you back on the show.
Thanks for having me back, Jim.
All right, let's get right at it. I know that we have in February, President's Day weekend, there's some hours probably we're closed.
Yeah, on Monday, February 16th, the library will be closed for President's Day, so we won't be here, and so you shouldn't be either. But otherwise, we're open our regular hours, Monday through Thursday, 9:30 in the morning to 8 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 9:30 in the morning till 5 p.m.
Closed on Sunday.
Correct.
All right, very good. Well, let's get right at it. Children's programs, always so many things. Let's let you run through some things.
Yeah, so our winter storytime sessions will be wrapping up in February. So Monday morning storytime, every Monday that we're open, 10:30 a.m. The last storytime for winter is going to be Monday, February 23rd. And then our pajama party storytime, Wednesday evenings at 6:30, which is always a fun time getting ready for bed. Those will wrap up for the winter storytime season on Wednesday, February 25th. We've got our video game clubs. So we've got the junior video game club for 2nd through 5th grade, and that's after school on Tuesday, February 10th at 3:30. And then we've got our teen video game club for the 6th through 12th graders, and that's going to be on Saturday, February 21st, and they meet at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They get a little bit more time to play, but in either case, come, play, make some friends, have some snacks. Miss Catherine gets lots of those, so be sure to do those. We've got our STEM programs for kids. Creative Kids, which is for kindergarten and 1st grade, is going to be on Thursday, February 12th at 3:30 in the afternoon after school. You do need to register for that one because Miss Catherine needs to know how many are coming for materials and things like that. The STEM program for 2nd through 5th grade, Wacky Wonders, is the following Thursday, February 19th at 3:30 after school. And again, you'll want to register for that. We also have our sensory playtimes for children with sensory input challenges, but any kids are welcome. But you do need to register for that because we only have so many sensory toys, and those are only brought out for that activity. They're not normally out in the children's room. But you also don't want big crowds when you're working with that. So the evening session for the month is going to be on Tuesday, February 17th at 6 p.m. And then the morning session will be Thursday, February 26th at 10 a.m. And again, you want to get registered for those. We've got our once a month Friday special story time, which has our usual stories, songs, actions, and activities, plus a craft that goes with the theme of the story time. And so that on February, that's going to be February 20th, Friday. It's Friday special story time, so at 10 a.m. So come join for that. You do not need to register for that. That's just, come as you're able. And
So
then,
obviously, your preschool people come in for that, right, at 10 a.m.?
mostly, yeah. And then February, of course, here in Nome, we have Fasching. And so we have our annual Fasching celebration with the Narren here at the Nome Public Library.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun. So that's going to be on Saturday, February 7th at 11 a.m. here in the meeting room, where you can bring your kids to come and meet the Narren without their masks on. So they get to actually interact with them, and they'll talk about their masks, and you can see them up close and get to know them. And there's going to be a craft and a story, too. So come and join us for that Fasching celebration with the Narren on Saturday, February 7th at 11 a.m. And I think that wraps it up for kids programming.
You know, I was going to mention, I've been helping host Something Artsy for, 3 years, something, maybe 4, who knows. And the majority of the time, you have a bow tie on. Mm-hmm. Not today. Where's the bow tie?
I have a number of bow ties that go with this particular shirt. I think 3, in fact. But I was like, the last time I wore the shirt, I wore a bow tie, so I'll wear this tie that I have.
Leroy Harris, our guest, Nome Public Library. His title, it's a long title.
Programming and Technology Services Librarian.
There we go. It's on your name tag. Okay.
Yep.
Let's get to the adult programs coming up. What do we got happening in February?
So let's start with our movies that we've got going on. So the Nome Film Society is continuing their series on Steven Spielberg Directs. And so they meet on the second Tuesday of the month in the evening. So Tuesday, February 10th at 6:30, they're going to be watching Catch Me If You Can from 2002 with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks. And then we have our senior movie matinees that happen every Friday afternoon that we're open at 1 p.m. So we've got 4 Fridays in February, and we're going to be into the 1940s. So on Friday, February 6th, we've got Double Indemnity. And then the following week, we've got Key Largo. And then the week after that, on the 20th, we've got The Best Years of Our Lives. And we'll wrap things up on the 27th with The Treasure of the Sierra Madre. So got a great variety of movies there to choose from the 40s. We have our 3 book clubs that meet each month. So our Litwitz Book Club meets on the first Monday of the month in the evening up in our Fred Johnson room. And so they're going to meet on Monday, February 2nd at 6:30 in the evening. And they're going to be discussing the classic Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. So that'll be a fun one.
Fred Johnson room. That's the same Fred Johnson at Johnson Ballpark is named after.
It is indeed, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Yeah. He did a lot in many different ways.
Yes.
And then we've got our History Book Club, and they meet on the 3rd Tuesday of the month at noon. And so they're going to meet on Tuesday, February 17th at 12 p.m. here at the library, again up in the Fred Johnson room. And they're going to be discussing Nicole Nerig's With Her Own Hands, which talks about how women have used needlework and quilting to record history. And so that'll be pretty interesting. And then our Mystery Book Club meets on the last Monday of the month. So that's a little bit early for February because February only has 28 days. So that's going to be on Monday, February 23rd at 6:30 p.m. And they're going to be discussing Walter Mosley's Gray Dawn. Of course, Chess Club is one of our weekly programs. They meet at 6 p.m. Every week. Come in and join in and learn and have a good time there.
How many show up for that?
It varies. It might be quiet where we've got just 2 or 3 people playing a game, or we might have as many as 8 people going. So
Come on in.
chess isn't usually a very loud activity.
Yeah.
And so you're looking for some quiet contemplation and some mental exercise in the evening. It's a great thing to do.
Great.
We've got our other weekly activities. Our art group is meeting again after their holiday hiatus. And so they meet Wednesday afternoons from 1:30 to 3:30 here in the meeting room. So you come, you can bring your own materials, your own project, and it's just a place to work and have some focus as well as to socialize if you like. So that's our art group. Our needleworking group meets Wednesday mornings from 9:30 to 12 up in our nonfiction group. And again, bring your own project, have some time to work. I cannot guarantee it will be quiet with the needleworking group because they have a lot of fun up there, and usually we can hear them laughing on the other side of the library. So no guarantees of quiet there.
Okay.
And then we have our Knippling group.
Oh, yeah, I always
They're
remember
great.
that name.
Yep, so the Knipplers are at the library Tuesday afternoons from 1 to 3 down in our fiction section, and they make some fabulous lace work. It's really neat to see. I think that covers it for our, I can't forget poetry group. Our poetry group meets every second Monday of the month, and so that's going to be Monday, February 9th at 6:30 up in the Fred Johnson room. Bring a couple poems to share. It could be an old favorite, something you've read new. It could be your own work if you like, and come and have a nice time.
Leroy, what about the winter reading program?
I'm glad you brought that up, Jim. So our January through February is when our adult winter reading program runs. The kids get the summer, we get the winter time. And so from now until the end of February, you can sign up at any time. You don't have to sign up, right at the get-go. But come by the circulation desk, and we'll get you your instruction sheet and your tracking sheet. All you have to do is read books and keep track of the books you read. And on your tracking sheet, our theme this year is across the puzzle and down the page, so it's a crossword puzzle. And so as you read books, you'll get to fill in clues on the crossword puzzle, and for every 4 books that you read and fill out the clues, you get your name in for our prize drawing at the end of the program. And after your first 4 books, you also get to pick a free book from our prize shelf of books. We're never in the library's collection. They're donated, brand new, a lot of really high demand authors and things like that. We've got a good selection this year for that, but our prizes at the end are really fun too. So,
I know when you enter the library, you've got bulletin boards where you've got posters up about a lot of these different things and so forth. But otherwise, on your website, information listed on many or all of these things as well.
yes, all these things you can find out about them on the website, newulmlibrary.org. Just click on the library events page, and you'll be able to see a calendar listing. And if it's a program that requires registration, you can register online. If you click on the name of the event, there should be a link to register there. But you can also call the library at 507-359-8331, and we can get you registered over the phone or just stop by the desk.
You, of course, are here with us on the program. You got a lot of other key players that help make the library
We do.
happen with all the different programs and stuff. You mentioned some of them.
Yeah, so our youth services librarian, Catherine Tatnall, does a fabulous job with all of our children's and our teens programming. Our reference librarian, Lisa, does wonderful work. She helps people with research and archival work. She does proctoring for exams for college students. And then she and our assistant director, Megan, also do outreach to a lot of the assisted living facilities in town and bring books and opportunities for them to be able to read. And so we have a great staff, and our director, April, is fabulous.
And Leroy, I think you're going to be heading on to some other pastures in another state pretty soon, right?
Yeah, so this is my last time on Something Artsy, actually. So, so I'll you'll have a new face here at some point. I'll be taking up position as a library director out in Cortez, Colorado. So
same type of work, heading out to Colorado, which is a little bit closer to where you grew up, isn't it?
it's close to where a lot of my family lives.
Yeah.
Went out there every summer as a kid, and my dad retired out there, so it'll be nice.
Yeah. All right. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Very active and a lot of good things going on.
Thank you.
Leroy Harris with us, New Ulm Public Library. Jim Bartles here is your host. Stick around. We got more coming up on Something Artsy. And we're back at you again with more on Something Artsy. Good to have you viewing with us. Continue on these segments talking about so many neat things that New Ulm and Brown County have going, and actually the area in general. With us right now, Amber Backus. She's the New Ulm Community Education Coordinator. Good to have you with. We've got a number of things to talk about. Before we're done, we're going to come back and make sure everyone knows about the hours that you're open and how to contact you and so forth. But let's get right at it. There's a lot of classes coming up in February, correct?
There are a lot of classes coming up in February. Yep, we got our new brochure started. All of the classes started in January, just continuing on into February here.
All right, so let's start up. I know there's one in the early part of February. Navigate the Uber.
You're right. That is going to be a virtual class. So if you have any questions about Uber, that's where you're going to find them.
All right, so you better know how to go and travel that way.
To travel. Yes,
All right,
if you're a
very good.
traveler, that's something you probably want to look into taking.
Monday, February 9th. This is another one that could be interesting for a lot of people.
Yes, we have instant piano for hopelessly busy people, and this is going to be 13 plus, so it is open to both kids 13 plus and adults.
So if I want to learn a little bit about playing the piano,
Yes, this is where you're going to find it. 3-hour class, it's going to be a crash course on all of it.
and if nothing else, there's so many, if you can play a little bit on a piano
Yes.
and know where, with reading notes, where it goes, it can help make a day, make a night.
Oh, yes.
It could be a lot of fun.
Gets your rhythm.
All right. Is it 5 powerful techniques to embrace positive thinking? That's tied in as well, right?
That one is going to be for adults. We will also offer a kids version coming later in the year, but this one is for adults.
So you have those 2 things on February 9th.
We do, yes.
All right.
And the positive thinking is going to be a 6-week course, so that is going to continue.
All right. So again, the positive thinking, Washington Learning Center, 3:30 to 4:30.
Yes.
Then later in the day, the virtual one, Instant Piano for Hopelessly Busy People.
Yep.
Who came up with that title?
All of my instructors do make their own titles, I know.
All right. Well, we go to February 10th. There's a number of things coming up. Talk about what's on board for February 10th.
Yes, so we have art class with Caroline Porter. This is one of our most popular things. She is a watercolor artist and does a great job. This one is tying in the Valentine's theme with Paint Your Partner. So it is a 2-person class. You sign up one registration for 2 people. You can paint your best friend, you can paint your child, parents, you can paint your partner, however you want to do it. Your neighbor, someone you've never met.
Okay. All right. And then we move on. Here's some more hopelessly busy people stuff again.
This time for the guitar.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so if you've ever wanted to learn how to play the guitar, you got that guitar laying around collecting dust, now's your time. Take it out and try it.
And that is from when to when?
So that one is 6:30 to 9. Again, it's that crash course one time. We're also going to offer Fast Track to Social Media Marketing. If you are doing any kind of at-home business, your own business, starting something up, this is something you're going to want to take. It teaches you how to use those social media things that you have at your fingertips.
That's over the noon hour.
That is over the noon hour, 12 to 1, and that is virtual.
So I could see where some business folks who maybe want to pick up a little bit and say, I'm going to take my lunch hour,
Yes.
sit on this, pick up some tips on social media marketing.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, very good. And then 3D printing.
We are trying something new this newsletter. So we have some classes going with Tech Academy out of the cities, and they're doing online classes for children. So this one is geared towards grades 2 to 6. And what you do is you do make your 3D thing, they send it in, and they mail it to you
Okay.
to
Wow.
receive that 3D.
We're talking with Amber Backus, New Ulm Community Education Coordinator, and talking about things going on in their schedule. Either they're virtual or at the Washington Learning Center. All right, we got another one here, 3D printing. Did we talk about that?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So that's taken care of, and that is 6 to 8 p.m., right?
That is 6 to 8 p.m., grades 2 to 6.
Okay, so keep that one in mind. Again, virtual opportunity there, 3D printing, the Pokey Monsters. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let's jump to Thursday, February 19th. More things coming up.
We do. We have barn quilt painting. So this is going to be 5:30 to 9:30. Each person will get large. I think it's 2 foot by 2 foot. And you have, I think it was 16 patterns to choose from that she has laid out for you to paint your own barn quilt.
Cynthia Buchholz
Yes.
is leading that.
Yep.
You see these barn quilts, all over the place.
Yep.
All over. So that's kind of neat. And again, that's 5:30 to 9:30 Washington Learning Center.
Yep.
And then what about the YouTube channel starter kit?
Right, so this is going to be one of those virtual classes right during the new time again for you. So if you're looking at doing something like that, home business, that kind of thing, this is going to be a class that you want to take, the YouTube.
Launch in 60 minutes, it says.
Yeah.
And 12 till 1 o'clock.
And I don't know much about YouTube. I should probably take that class.
There you go. Opportunities for all of us. Again, a little bit about office hours, where you're located, and how people can get a hold of you.
Yep, so I'm in the Washington Learning Center. We are 910 14th Street North. We're the building that's right across from the Civic Center, fairgrounds down there. And my office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
Website, how do they get a hold of you?
So email is abackus, and that's A, B's and boy, ACKOUS at newalm.k12.mn.us. Phone number to reach me, 507-233-8307. Or if you come on our Facebook page, follow us, like us on the Facebook page. I try to put our activities a week at a time, so it's a really nice schedule for you. New Ulm Community Ed Facebook page, so like us, follow us.
Do you need to register for all of these or not?
You do need to register ahead
Okay.
of time, yes.
And how do you register? How do you get to
So
that?
registration is at Elio, and our Elio is our registration site, so just www.newalm.ce, like community education.elio, which is ELEYO. All of our catalogs can be found online, Facebook page, the school website. You can come in and grab them from my office. I have printed copies.
February will be another busy month.
It will be another busy month, yes.
Amber Backus, thanks for joining us. Anything else yet to talk about?
Nope.
All right. Again, Facebook, New Ulm Area Community Education. Phone number 507-233-8307. Amber Backus, New Ulm Community Education Coordinator. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
That's going to wrap up this segment. Something Artsy. Jim Bartles here. Don't touch that dial. We've got more to come. The Grand Center for Arts and Culture is our topic, and our guest is Olivia Norquist, Marketing and Programming Coordinator over at the Grand Center for Arts and Culture, filling in for John Kellen, who's not available to be here today. Olivia, first of all, your background. We were talking before we started filming, but you're a Scotty, right?
Yep, I grew up a little bit north of Milwaukee in a town called Cedarburg. So
Okay. Good area out there. And how long have you been in New Ulm?
I've been in New Ulm for about a year and a half now, and I love it.
All right.
It feels just like home,
Oh,
honestly.
good. And you went to college not too far away.
Yep, at Gustavus Adolphus in St. Peter.
All right. Well, it's good to have you in New Ulm. Let's talk about what things that are going on at the Grand Cabaret, music lineup, and so forth. What's coming up?
Well, starting off February strong, we've got Everett Smithson Trio, and that's a Zydeco group, so kind of like a New Orleans style music. Just in time for Fat Tuesday a little bit, kind of coming up for that.
Yep.
And then the Leather Souls, that's a local group featuring Jason Brown and Lehigh Gertz, and they do more of like a folksy singer-songwriter thing. So that'll be really fun. They're a popular group. And then Machinery Hill is a big favorite. People love Machinery Hill. They come with, I think the last time they played, I counted 7 different instruments that they brought along. So it's a group of, I think, 5 musicians. But there's one guy who just has like a billion different instruments that he pulls out during the show, so it's pretty fun. He even has a tie that is like a washboard tie that he puts on, and he can do the washboard thing with his tie, so that's pretty great. And then after that, on February 27th, we've got Ken and Ken, which is kind of like a musical variety show.
From town here.
From town, yep. That's Ken Griebel and Ken Kamoltz.
Just saw them. They performed. I'm in Concord Singers.
Okay.
And they performed our Christmas party. Very entertaining.
Yeah.
Fun humor. They do a number of things. And those guys can sing.
Yes.
Very good singers. So these are always again on Friday nights.
Yep.
At what time?
The doors open at 6:30 and the music starts at 7. And I'd always suggest calling ahead and making a reservation since our space fills up pretty fast. So you can call us at 507-359-9222 to make that reservation. And all of these concerts are free. So we usually have 4 ticketed shows a year, and those will be listed on our website and also on our music schedule. But if it's not otherwise specified, all of these music events are free, which is pretty great.
And again, you have a bar there,
Yep.
some like beer and wine probably.
Yep. And a couple snacks too. We've got a charcuterie
right.
board, cookies, and some little snack mixes too.
So a fun way to make a part of your Friday night. Again, the music is from 7 till
7 to 9:30.
yeah. So
Yep.
can work it into your evening. It's done fairly early and so forth. All right, let's talk about the Four Pillars Gallery. What's going on there?
So we've got a really special show right now. Local painter Bernd Hillman has his show Wild Land, Wild Life in the gallery. And it's all paintings that he's done in the past year, which is really incredible if you go in there and see it because just every wall is covered in art. And he's put a lot of time into this show. And it's really some beautiful stuff. And you might even see some landscapes that you recognize from around the area. So.
And that is around for how long in February?
It will be up. It's opening tomorrow, which is January 16th.
As we're recording
Yep,
this now
yeah.
ahead of time. Yep.
And then it will come down on February 13th. So,
Okay. All right. Very good. Area Youth Art Show. Little information about that.
Yeah, each year we do a youth art showcase. Sometimes it's younger kids, sometimes it's older kids. This year we're focusing again on more of the middle school, high school age group. So any local artists grades 7 to 12 can submit their artwork to the show. And we have a couple drop-off dates that they can come to the Grand to bring the pieces they'd like to submit. So they can submit up to 3 pieces. All of their pieces will get accepted, and they can bring their artwork to the Grand if they would like to participate in the show on Friday, February 6th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and also Saturday, February 7th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So
Again, the 6th and the 7th drop-off dates. The actual art show, February 20th through March 20th.
yep.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's move on. There is a call to artists with the drop-off dates. You mentioned that. Again, it's 9 to 5,
Yep.
right? 9 to 5. Let's talk about the seller press classes that are coming up.
Yeah, we have a couple of really exciting ones. First off is the Valentine card printing class, which I actually took last year, and I had such a blast. It was really quite fun. And that was my introduction to working with the letterpress equipment that we have. So I actually brought in the cards that I made last year. Mine, I chose to say, "I love you a bushel and a peck," and you get to pick the saying that you'll put on your card. And then on the back, you get this little thing that says hand printed by, and then you can put your name in, and you leave with about 15 finished cards to mail out to friends and family.
Again,
So-
those cards open up. You
Yep.
can customize them inside. Are you printing the insides of them, or that you just simply are writing on the insides when you
You
send them?
write on the inside, but you'll get to print the front, and then you can pick your type that you're going to use as well. So we have this huge collection of antique type, and if you're not familiar with what that is, I actually brought an example of a letter that I used. So this is a lead piece of type, and it's kind of like a stamp. So you'd learn how to set a line of type to print your card.
And again, this is the different styles, and these, you could hurt somebody with this.
It's heavy.
It's got some weight. The letter B, as in Bartles, so I'll take that one. That's good. And really neat. And again, it's the old fashioned, but they've got a great letterpress unit down in the basement at the Grand.
Yep. Yeah.
And neat for people. Might just want to try it out, make some cards for yourself, and enjoy the activity. So when can you do this letterpress greeting cards program?
It's happening on Saturday, February 7th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And you can sign up on our website, which is www.thegrandnewulm.org. And when you get to the website, there's a tab that says Experiences on the top right. And if you hover over that tab, you'll find a section for Seller Press. So you can go there and sign up.
Olivia Norquist is our guest. We want to talk a little bit about something coming up on February 21st. Puppetry?
Yes.
Not
so-
poetry, puppetry.
Puppetry. We had a really special artist in residence, Faith Belt, who was working in our studios this past fall, and she actually lives in New Ulm. She's a working artist who works out of Sweet Haven Studios, and she is a professional shadow puppeter. So she'll do all of these shadow puppet shows for churches. That's who she works for oftentimes.
So you have a light in front of you and you're doing,
Yeah,
whatever?
she does like paper carving. So she'll cut paper and then project a light behind the paper cut, so you get like this enlarged image of the design that she cuts out of the paper. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Paper mechanisms and transformation, it says. So brand new in our matting and framing studio, and featuring state-of-the-art Wizard computerized mat cutter.
Yeah, that's a piece of equipment that John got for the studio, and it's a really unique and specialized piece of framing equipment, and we're really lucky to have it in town. So John's demonstrated, you can cut a mat with like a heart shape, or he's done one with the shape of Minnesota, and it's just really state of the art. I haven't worked with it yet, but
So computerized
yeah.
piece that allows you to do this. Kind of unique. You're going from cellar press
Yeah.
units to computerized for cutting out matting and framing.
Old-fashioned to the most modern. Yeah.
All right, framing classes, we want to make sure we mention the introduction to framing class, and there's a couple of these coming up.
Yeah, so it's actually 1 2-day class, and in that class you'll get to use this Wizard mat cutter. So people who participate in the class are expected to bring a photo or an artwork that they'd like to frame, and then they'll get to use the mat cutter to cut out a custom-sized mat to fit with that photograph or artwork. And then on the second day, they'll get to build a custom-sized frame in the second part of the matting and framing studio. So they'll leave with a matted and framed artwork.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, reservations, again, for some of these items, 359-9221, especially if they want to get a reservation for the music
Yeah.
coming up,
Yep.
right, for on Friday nights. And what's the website again?
The website is www.thegrandnewulm.org. So
One more time.
www.thegrandnewulm.org.
thegrandnewulm.org. There you go. All right, Olivia, thanks so much. I think we've covered it. Anything else?
I think we're good.
Take care of it for now.
Yes.
Good presentation, John. I'll have to let him know you did a great job, and thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
That's our update on the Grand Center for Arts and Culture. Stay tuned. More coming up. I think we're going to be talking about Turner Hall in just a little bit. Stay tuned. Jim Bartles here, and we're back in a moment. And our next segment of Something Artsy is going to be with New Ulm Turner Hall, and Andrea Betker is here. Andrea, General Manager, Director, what's their official title?
Yep, Executive Director.
There you go. Good to have you with us. And we're going to talk about a number of things, but Valentine's Day is coming up. I guess before that, we should just put in a little plug. I know you had a fundraiser brunch on February 1st, right?
We did our third annual Sunday Fun Day fundraiser brunch. Great time, great event. Hope you can come next year. It's always going to be the Sunday in between the AFC and NFC Championship and the Super Bowl, so there's no football to interfere. So you
It's
should
the
come along
football-free day.
and have some brunch.
All right. Valentine's Day buffet. Let's talk about that, and if people are interested, a little information about it, and then how people can get a reservation and be involved.
Yep, so we actually have two things going on for Valentine's Day this year. We have a limited menu for our restaurant in our Rathskeller. That's going to include a limited menu of some favorite things that you don't normally see on our menu, like lobster tail. So if you're interested in joining us in the restaurant, we'd love to have you call and get some reservations for that. But we are also partnering with State Street Theater to do a Valentine's Day buffet for those who would like to do a dinner and a show. That buffet with us is $30. You don't have to have tickets to the State Street Theater, but we are doing that in partnership with State Street Theater, hoping that a lot of the folks coming to the Roy Orbison event will stop by Turner Hall to have a nice fast meal, I guess you could say, so that you can get to the show on time.
All right, so a Roy Orbison performer.
Yep.
What do they call it? Salute.
Tribute.
Tribute. That's the word.
Yep.
Tribute show.
Yep.
And that's good. And then tie it in. But Valentine's Day buffet. If they want to make a reservation.
Yep.
Phone number is.
So our number is 354-2022, and we're taking reservations both for the restaurant and then for that buffet. Again, partnering with State Street on that for the dinner and a show portion. But if you would like the buffet on Valentine's Day and you don't have tickets, you'd still be welcome to
All
attend
right.
with a reservation.
354-2022. Make that phone call. Valentine's Day buffet and more. You can do with the show as well, tied in with State Street Theater. Okay. Turner Talks. I know you're moving towards getting something lined up, not quite firmed up yet for a March or April Turner Talks event. You've been doing these for a while now.
We have been, and we took a little break from them just because with all the stuff we had going on in the fall, the dodgeball fundraiser and our rib event in the park and then going into Christmas, but we're back and planning more Turner Talks, and we like to try to do cutting edge things that I think that the Turners would have wanted to hear about. We do open to the public forum, so you can come in. We actually provide beer and soft drinks and some appetizers for you. We've done things on hypnosis. We've done PTSD treatments with ketamine. I mean, we talk about some things that people have questions about that challenge.
Yeah.
And so what we're looking to do is actually working with a speaker right now to come in and talk about how a lot of the digital and social media that we're consuming both as adults and children is literally changing our brain. And it's very interesting and very frightening at the same time.
I was going to say plus or minus on that topic.
Plus or minus. There's definitely positives, but there's also some pretty significant negatives
Right.
that are even tied to like youth outcomes and self-image and things like that. So it's going to be really fascinating. And again, it's free. So once we have a date in March or April, we hope that you mark that and come on down.
And if that will get posted on a website as soon as it happens, and maybe other places as well. But where do they how will they be able to track this?
Sure. So our Facebook page is one of the great ways to track us. And then we also have an Instagram page. We'll have some posters out and about in the community as well. And we'll have information at the chamber and get that on the chamber calendar when we have a date.
New Ulm Turner Hall. Be able to check that out. Andrea Bettger is our guest. And let's talk about the next thing I had listed here. You're working on a grant application in collaboration with German American Institute in St. Paul and more. Talk about that.
Sure. So a couple of months ago, we were lucky to have hosted the person that is leading the Goethe Institute in Chicago. So that's a German institute. Maybe you think of German language, like Goethe teaches German all across the world, and a little bit about culture. And they had a retreat where they invited a lot of German American organizations to come and network. And out of that, they are looking to expand their programming to include more support for programming and support at different German American institutes. So we are partnering with the German American Institute in St. Paul, and then the German American Cultural Center in Davenport, Iowa, for a grant to develop a kind of traveling exhibit that talks about sustainability. Each of us will be hosting at our own locations a German movie regarding sustainability, and then we'll be bringing in some local experts to talk about what we have done as organizations. So anything from just changing to LED lighting or putting in different thermostat controls just to reduce our energy bills. So some of these little things that we can do that do make a big impact over time. So there'll be more to come on that, but we're very excited about that opportunity and the partnership with these other organizations in the Midwest.
When do you hope to hear if your grant application's been approved?
So we'll know by the next time we tape.
Ooh, okay, there we go. That's good to hear. Okay, fundraising is always a big thing because there's always needs at Turner Hall.
There are.
I happen to see you've got some tickets. I think you want to talk about a rib feast coming up.
Yeah, so those of you who know about Turner Ribs, you know we've been doing Rib Feast now for about 12 years. It's a nice, easy drive-through takeout fundraiser. Come in, get a hearty portion of ribs, baked potato, coleslaw, cookie, and the proceeds here benefit Turner Hall. We are still raising a little bit of money for the water tank replacement that's going to take place soon. And then we are looking to do some updates and expand how we use our park and our programming, especially youth youth program. We're looking to get more kids in the building now that our gymnastics is off-site, because we want those kids to come in and understand and not just be a Turner gymnast, but to understand the other aspects of Turner, of the sound mind part. And so we're happy to deliver these to your business, to you directly. Just give us a call or send us an email and we'll get you your Rip Feast tickets. They're also available for sale down in the Rathskeller and at the Chamber.
What's the investment in that?
$22.
$22.
For a hearty portion of ribs, coleslaw, baked potato, and cookie. And again, the proceeds are.
And be supporting Turner Hall, which again, the history of Turner Hall and Turner's in New Ulm, well, it goes back to the start of New Ulm.
It does. We're the only city in the United States founded by Turners.
And it's a major thing. And the history of Turner Hall, part of it burnt down, a couple times? All
Yes.
those things.
Yes.
When Hubert Humphrey was here one time, I remember his speech was so fiery that it must have set a spark somewhere.
Set a spark somewhere, yes. Yes, and we've been fortunate, but yes, having to rebuild a couple of times just shows the resiliency that we have. And I'm so thankful for the continuous support from our members, from friends of Turner Hall, so maybe folks that live out of the area but still have ties to the community, and our businesses. I mean, we really work hard. We've been named the best event facility in New Ulm for 7 years in a row. Like, that's something
Wow.
that just doesn't happen. And I am so proud of our great staff and what we have going on, and more of the stuff that we're going to be bringing to the community, more events in the park, more music, more youth programming. So those are big things that we have coming up. So we'll have plenty to talk about this year.
Real quick, the hours that the Rathskeller is open for beverage and food?
Yep, so we're open 7 days a week. We open at 11 o'clock every day. We're open till 8 during the week, 9 on the weekends for food, and 7 on Sundays. Our bar's always open later, but we also do have online ordering and DoorDash, so don't forget about those.
And online ordering, so you do that through?
Through our website, newulmturnerhall.org, online ordering, you could order and pick up here, DoorDash. Somebody comes and retrieves it for you and brings it right to your
Yeah.
door. So if you want some Reuben balls,
Whatever.
go.
Yep.
Whatever you want.
Andrea Becker, thanks so much. Anything else before we wrap up?
I don't think so. We just have so much going on, and I'm just really excited for 2026 and what we're going to be bringing you as far as youth programming. And as our year goes, we get to talk about hosting that national festival next year. So,
And I'm sure 4th of July will be special again?
4th of July and Valentine's Day and Halloween are all on Saturdays this year. So just mark those and just know that Turner Hall is going to be doing something great for you guys.
All
so,
right.
yeah.
Good stuff. Also, thanks for your work in the city.
Thank you.
All right. That's going to take care of it for now. That finishes up this segment. More to come. Stay tuned. Something Artsy is here. Andrea Becker from New Ulm Turner Hall is our guest. And again, don't forget their Valentine's Day buffet. Call for reservations, 354-2022. That's all for now. Talk to you again in a little bit. Welcome back. We got another segment of Something Artsy for you, and this will be another good one. We're going to be talking about State Street Theater, and with us right now is Executive Director of State Street Theater, Lori Jewell. And welcome to the program once again.
Thank you.
All right, we've got many things to talk about. Earlier, I was talking to folks from Turner Hall.
Yes.
And I know that Valentine's Day, there's a connection here. Let's talk about Valentine's Day, State Street Theater, but also the connection with Turner Hall.
Absolutely. So we've paired up and collaborated in order to give you dinner and a show. So that's going to work out great. So you go sign up on give them a call at Turner Hall, and you can sign up to get a full buffet dinner. And it's going to be 3 meats, salad, side dish, potatoes, the whole shebang. And you can do that starting as early as 5 p.m. And they'll have a little private dining room for the folks who have tickets to see our show on Valentine's Day. So it's kind of a cool way with a buffet, you can get in and out fast and still get your time to get onto the show in time. So that's really exciting.
And they're located close to each other. So.
You can park in one place, walk over,
There
boom.
you are.
So you only have to park once,
Yep.
just enjoy yourselves. So that's going to give people a little more breathing room with getting dinner in. Otherwise, if you go to a standard restaurant, you sit down, you order off the menu, you know, it just takes longer. So I love the idea that she's created this buffet for us to do. So it's going to be a great opportunity, to partner with
Do you
Turner
know what
Hall.
the price is on it?
$30.
$30?
Yeah, per person. So you can call and they will reserve, but they do want you to know in advance. Understandable. So give them a call.
All right.
and
and
that
Roy,
show.
the Roy Orbison
Yes,
show.
that show.
That's a
So the
pretty
dinner,
special thing.
now the show. So the show part of that dinner and show, it's a gentleman, he goes by David Kay, and he does a tribute to the music of Roy Orbison. And of course, I'm going to give you guys the dates for Valentine's Day, because some people don't catch. It is Saturday, February 14th. So get tickets now, because that's really going to be here before you know it. And that show is at 7 p.m. And those tickets are available Monday through Friday in the box office at State Street Theater or on our website 24 hours a day, which is great. And that's statestreetnewulm.org. Or you can give us a call. We can do it over the phone at 507-359-9990.
I was there for a show just recently too, and the seats are all good seats.
Yeah.
They're all comfortable seats.
Absolutely.
And I think there's always a bar that's available.
Yeah, yeah,
And normally
local.
there's a intermission break taken
Right.
also.
Yep. So we've got local beer and wine, sodas, snacks, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we do the whole deal, a whole package. So it makes it great.
So Valentine's Day, keep that in mind. Roy Orbison,
Yeah.
and if they want tickets just for the Roy Orbison
Yep.
concert part, 359-9990.
That's it.
All right, so 359-9990. Keep that in mind. All right, let's move ahead. A few days later, Tuesday, February 17th, the Fourth Wall is coming.
Yeah, and they need some explaining. They are a really unique group. It's a 3-person group. They play instruments, they sing, they do improv acting, and they, I need to cut
All
because
right.
I have an alarm going off. I am so sorry. Okay. Sorry. Okay.
All right, so she's going to pick it up right after I asked about February 17th, right? Is that correct? Okay, all right. So I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1, and then you can roll the tape again. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, so I wanted to tell you about this show that we have coming in, The Fourth Wall, a very unique program. So that's Tuesday, February 17th, 7 p.m. They are 3 people in the show. They sing, they dance, they play instruments, and sometimes they do all of that at the same time. It's
Wow.
incredible. They also have these cool 2-wheeled scooter things that they drive on and play instruments
yeah,
at the same
yeah.
time. I mean, mind-blowing stuff you've never seen before. So this is a super family-friendly show. We've got special kids pricing. So any kids 0 to 12, only $5. Kids 12 to 18, $10. And then your adult tickets are only $15. So the whole family can afford to come. So this is really the family show. The reason that we're super excited about them, the Fourth Wall is coming early that day and not just doing the show in the evening, but they're doing entertainment at the school, educational, edutainment
Yep.
for the kids.
Yep.
So it's a STEM-based program, which is the science and learning with math and all those things. They're teaching the science of sound for the kids.
Nice.
So that's going to be at the middle school on that same day in the afternoon. So those kids, once they go home, they're like, Mom, this show is great, blah, blah, blah. They're going to want to come. So you might as well get those tickets early. That's the Fourth Wall on Tuesday, February 17th, 7 p.m. show.
And again, if you want to order tickets, we gave the phone number before,
Yeah.
359-9990, or online.
The website, statestreetnewulm.org, and stop by the box office too. Monday through Friday, 9 to noon. You can always come by and we'll help you out in person.
I'm not much of a go online person, but for the show I went to, I did order online.
See?
Yes.
You figured it
Just
out.
a couple weeks back. Absolutely.
There you go.
How about February 21st? I know we've got something else coming up then.
Yes. So we are now hosting the shows for the New Ulm Community Concert Association, and we're really excited about this one. It's a group out of Las Vegas. So they have a residency at the Orleans Hotel in Las Vegas. The only reason that they're touring and that we get to have them is because their theater at the Orleans is being renovated. So they're taking a 1-year hiatus and they're touring the U.S. And these two, this duo, a dynamic duo, they're magicians, illusionists, whatever word you want to use, and they do close-up cool stuff. So I've seen some of their work. It's really amazing. They're normally selling to sold-out crowds in Las Vegas, but they're going to come to New Ulm. So if you have ever had a curiosity about magic, this is the group to come to. They're called the Conjurers. And they are going to be performing on Saturday, February 21st. And this is a 7:30 p.m. show. You can get those tickets on our website, through all the regular ways that we've just been talking about, but it's really going to be unique. And the gentleman has an English accent, so he kind of fun to listen to. So it's going to be cool.
Yep. Gift certificates are always available, right?
Always, especially for Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Super easy. So the great thing about our gift certificates is you can get them in any amount, so any dollar amount, and you can also, the person gets to choose whatever show they want to use them for. So you don't have to pick what show you think they're going to like or not like. They get to pick what style of music or what kind of program they want to watch. So it makes it super easy. So if they want to see magic, they can go to the Conjurers. If they want to do a family-friendly show and bring the whole gang, they can see The Fourth Wall.
And we're just talking mainly about February here, but
Yeah.
I know the schedule for the year is going to be full and really awesome, and so you can use this for so many things.
Yeah, and in March is when our subscription series gets dropped, and we get to tell what all of those shows are going to be. So more things to come that we're going to be offering as well.
Excellent.
And we always need volunteers.
Okay.
So lots of opportunities for volunteers. You can volunteer by yourself, you can volunteer with your family, you can volunteer with some friends, and you get to meet cool people. So that's kind of fun. If you volunteer at a show event, you get to watch the show for free. If you volunteer at an outside event, you get a voucher to get to watch another show for free in the future. So we just really want to get more people involved. It's really a fun way to get involved in the community, get to see some great entertainment, and you help out a wonderful nonprofit. So it's a win-win-win.
State Street Theater, tell you what, very special, really good that we have it in our community.
Thanks.
Any thank yous you wanted to throw out there in particular?
Absolutely. Yeah, we get grant funding, of course, as a nonprofit. So we just wanted to say thank you to our New Ulm Area Foundation, the ISD 88 Community Education Foundation, Prairie Lakes Arts Council, the Minnesota State Arts Board for their support, and then, of course, a huge thank you to Jim Bartles and the crew here at NewCat for putting this all together for us. So thank you so much.
Are fun to do it, so it's good to be here, and helps me stay up to speed on what's going on
There's
in
a
the
lot
community
going
too.
on. That's
Awful
amazing.
lot.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to mention, Lori, before we wrap up?
No, come on down, see some shows.
State Street Theater, again, keep in mind, Valentine's Day. You can go to the show, Roy Orbison, or you can package it up with the Turner Hall on February 17th, the Fourth Wall, and we've got the Conjurers Magic Show coming up on the 21st of February. And remember, gift certificates always work good. That's an easy way to shop. That's a good one that I use. So
Exactly.
anyway, Lori, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's going to wrap it up on this version and this segment of Something Artsy. State Street Theater has been our main focus. Lori Jewell, our guest. But don't move. We have more coming up on Something Artsy. And we have another guest ready for us and a great topic. Luca Books here in New Ulm. Bree Tarlson is with us, and it's located at 203 North Minnesota Street, downtown New Ulm. I think of it from years ago. The old Ehlers building was there, the store, but it's close to the Kaiserhof and et cetera, et cetera. That's where it is, and they've got so many things going on there. I know inside there are several stores, and maybe just a little bit about those, and then we'll talk about what's coming up as well.
Sure. Yeah. We're a community hub first and foremost.
Yeah.
So our role is really to be a place where people can gather when you want to grab a cup of coffee or play a board game or just hang out to read a book. So yeah.
Yeah.
We've got the bookstore, Luca Books, and that's kind of the main retail hub. We've had different local artists and vendors and artisans that we consign with that sell their products inside the store, and we are just about always up to something.
Yeah, and you still have a bike shop there as well?
Sort of. It's more of a classroom.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out how to transition that and help it
Okay.
to grow so we can have a actual bike shop, full functioning bike shop.
All right, let's talk about what's new coming up here as we're in our February segment for Something Artsy. You have an e-commerce platform now, right?
Yeah. So we have an online store. So now if you think of a book and you're like, oh, I should pick that up, you can actually look online on our website and see that it's in stock and reserve it, and we can pull it for you, and you pick it up when you're ready.
Very good. Lots of events coming up. So I see one called Once Upon a Time at Luca Books, children's storytime reading.
Yes, we just kicked this off in January. It's the second Wednesday of the month. It's a free event. It's open to the public, 10 o'clock, and we read a couple of stories geared for kind of pre-K, kindergarten age kids. Sometimes includes a craft or a book-themed activity to go along with it too.
Second Wednesday, 10 to 10:30. That's when they're having that Once Upon a Time. So children's storytime reading, keep that in mind. Vicky Pizer is going to be involved. She's an author of an event coming up.
Yes, yeah. So she wrote a book called Jews in Germantown, and it's been very popular. We sold out several times over the holiday season. I know the museum has also, but she's going to be doing a couple of events, and we're lucky to have one of them at the store. So Thursday, February 5th, she'll be joining us that Thursday evening in 5:30 to do just a discussion about the book, have a chance to sign books if people have purchased copies they want to have her sign, and then just be available for a meet and greet.
No admission.
Nope, it's free.
Just come on down again, 5:30 to 7. Luca Books downtown, right on Minnesota Street downtown in New Ulm. Shells. I'm going to take, is it Galentine's Book Fair? How do you pronounce that?
Galentine's.
Galentine's, there we go.
So Galentine's is kind of the girls' night version of Valentine's. So we're partnering with Shells. Picture your like your book fair. Like I remember growing up, but geared for adults and hosted in a brewery. So there's all sorts of fun activities with this one. We're having fun being creative and kind of coming up with all sorts of things. But it's geared for everybody. So it can be a girls' night, it can be a couples' night, kind of whoever is interested in coming. But we have a boozy book fair planned, so lots of romantic and kind of anti-romance titles.
Boozy book fair for adults.
Yes.
Okay.
I know Shells is planning, they'll have a small floral arrangement that people can do as part of that. We are planning to host book bingo and blackout poetry. So essentially take a page of a book and you black out the words that you don't want, and the ones left are your poem. So you get to build a poem based on whatever that page is. So just a variety of things. There's drink specials, and it should just be a really fun night.
So February 12th, 5 to 8, that's at Shell's Brewery Tap Room?
It is.
Okay, so it's not at Luca Books, it's at Shell's Brewery Tap Room. Free, open to the public, and again, they're gonna have some $1 off sangria and et cetera,
Yes.
different beverages there.
Yeah. Yep.
Galentine's.
Yeah.
I'd never heard that before.
Yeah.
You learn something every day, right here on Something Artsy. There we go. All right, Dish and Tell with Sarah Peterson.
Yeah, so Sarah Peterson is a cookbook author based out of the Twin Cities. She spent time gathering recipes from all over Minnesota that she collected and then put together into this cookbook. And so she's going to be coming to join us. This is in March, so I realize we're a little ahead of the curve on this one, but wanted to get it on people's radars. So this is a March 19th date. We do most of our events on Thursdays, so this is no exception.
Yep.
But watch for more details. We're still nailing down details on this one. We're looking for some creative ways to allow participants to try some of the dishes from the cookbook at the event. So yes.
Before I forget, website folks can go to?
Ulm, Sweet Ulm, so a play on the town name, .com. And all of our events are listed there.
ulmsweetulm.com. Find out more again. That particular one, Dish and Tell, Thursday, March 19th. Looking ahead to March again, Abby Jimenez,
yep.
Jimenez book launch party.
Yes. So Abby Jimenez is a beloved Minnesota author. She's also a chef. She won Cupcake Wars on the Food Network back in the day, kind of a self-made author. But she has a huge following, and she's doing a book release, or we're doing a book release of her next book called The Night We Met. So that is, we're bedazzling books. So you can choose whether to bedazzle an Abby Jimenez book or if you want to bring a different book. But we'll have all the supplies to do that bedazzling, and they look so cool when they're done. So it's the price includes the book, which we have access. We have an exclusive edition that has bonus content that's available to independent bookstores like us that the chains don't have access to, and so that includes that book, the craft supplies, snacks, and just general merriment.
$55 includes the book, craft supplies, snacks. All taken care of, or as they say sometimes in German, mit the ganze Schmier. So it means it's got everything. Okay, very good. And again, ulmsweetulm.com/events. You'll find out more. Silent Book Club.
Yeah, so we're kind of headed in. We have a number of standing book clubs now. Silent Book Club is one that we meet every month, and this is open to anybody. It's a pre-built excuse to go have an hour of pure reading without interruption. So I like it as a mom of little kids because I can say, I've got this appointment and I need to go, and I could just plow through my book. But we meet the second Sunday monthly from 1 to 2:30, and it's really come either buy a book or bring a book, cozy up in a great spot, read for an hour, and then if you want to connect with other people to learn about what they're reading, what they like, and share whatever you're doing, that's your chance to meet other people.
All right. We're talking once again with Bree Tarlson from Luca Books. My name's Jim Bartles. Let's dig back into this. All right, next thing. Relaxed Woman Book Club is what it says on my screen. Books will span topics about reclaiming joy in everyday life, and reading each book will spread over a 3-month period.
Yes. So this is a new one for us. We kicked off in January, and we had a large group. We had over 20 women that showed up for this particular book club, and it's really intended to be a chance to reflect on topics that are causing chaos in our lives. Not drama, but just the stressors. And so it's a wide variety of ages. We had everybody from age 24 up through their mid-70s at the last one. We're taking books in bite-sized snippets, and you don't have to have done any of the reading. Come for the conversation if that's all you want, but we will also be doing reading to help kind of guide the topics.
What was the first book that's being looked at?
Yeah, first book
The Relaxed Woman?
The Relaxed Woman, hence the name of the book club.
I guess.
That meets the first Sunday monthly from 1 to 2:30. So February 1st will be our next meeting date for that one.
Happy Hearts Yoga, February 4th, early in the month.
That's a fun one. So it's geared for kind of pre-K, early elementary kids, but it includes, we partner with Kinsey Eckstein of Healing Routines. She teaches yoga classes in our space. She's wonderful with kids. So we do about 20 minutes of movement-based activity that ties in with a theme. So this will be love and heart kind of themed. And then they come, they'll make a craft and have a snack, and we do a story time. So to tie it all together.
Grief Book Club. Now that title sounds interesting.
Yeah, so this is led by Emily Hoffragi, who's a grief counselor at Alina Health Home and Hospice. She leads this group. It's a monthly book club that's reading topics all about grief, processing grief. So it's really designed for somebody that's struggling with the loss of a loved one. So there's just starting to get into fiction. So this next month's title is a fiction book called A Man Called Ove. There was a movie, A Man Called Otto, that was based on this book, played by Tom Hanks. So they meet, it usually is the third Sunday, but this particular one is Sunday, February 22nd. From 12 to 1:30, and she asks just for an RSVP. There's no charge or anything to attend. It's just so she has an idea of how many to expect.
So RSVP to almsweetalm.com?
That would work, and we get the information over to Emily.
Okay, very good. All right, with all that said, I think we've got the Happy Hearts Yoga. Is that another one that I see?
We talked about that.
Talked
one.
about
That's the
that
kiddo
already?
Yoga. Yeah.
And the Grief Book Club, we got that. What other upcoming events, and how do people find out?
Find out on our website. So as you said, almsweetalm.com. We send out a newsletter. We haven't been great about the frequency, but website's the best way to catch us.
Alm Sweet Alm. So again, Alm like Noel, ULM, Sweet, ulm.com/events if you want to get to the particular events, and away you go. Social media, you're there, Facebook, Instagram?
Yep, and we've just started on TikTok, so if you're into that, find us on there too.
And if they've got a question, email to
lucabooks@gmail.com.
which is spelled
LYKKE books plural BOOKS@gmail.com.
all right, real good. Anything else, Bree, before we wrap up?
Thanks for hosting. Thanks for having us.
Wow, good stuff. Anyway, that's the update. Luca Books here in downtown New Ulm. You'll find him there. Check it out. Bree Tarlson, our guest. Stay tuned. More to come yet here on Something Artsy. So you're wondering what's next on Something Artsy? Well, let's fill in that question and answer right now. New Ulm Chamber of Commerce is here, represented by Crystal Johnson, office manager. Good to have you with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And we've got a lot of neat things. The New Ulm Chamber does so much. They're so important to this community and to the area, quite frankly, as well. Crystal, we've got a lot to get into. Let's start with the HYPE group, HYPE. That's the young professionals, right?
Yeah, it stands for Helping Young Professionals Evolve.
All right. And what's coming up with them in February?
In February, they have 2 events. There's a monthly social, so that is on the 3rd, Tuesday, February 3rd, from 5 to 7. It's going to be at BNL Bar, and free drinks sponsored by BNL Bar, which will be great. And then on the 12th...
Did you say free drinks?
Well, I don't think it's plural drinks. It's like one per person.
I mean, could I come in and say I'm new and I'm young? And maybe it doesn't work that way.
Well, I mean, Rick's going to be there. He knows you, doesn't he? He's going to be like, I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah, but it'll be good. That networking component to have the young professionals just kind of see what other peers are doing and feed off of each other is always great. And then there are, HYPE also does quarterly professional development events. And so the first one of 2026 is going to be in February on the 12th, which is a Thursday. And that is called No Mic Needed, Improv in the Workplace. So that's kind of interesting. It's going to be really fun. It's from 5 to 7, and it's at State Street Theater. And so Lori Jewell, the executive director there, is going to be leading us through improv skills that can be used in every workplace situation. So it is not theater. It's not only for people who are into drama or plays or anything like that. It's how do we think fast on our feet and work through situations. So she is going to be teaching us how to, again, think on your feet, adapt quickly, and communicate effectively, because that is just so important now more than ever. So that'll be really great. You can confidently handle surprises in the workplace, interact with difficult clients or coworkers, how to stand out, position yourself for a promotion, think quickly and respond with confidence, and react with empathy and build stronger collaborations.
I would think too, a lot of times if you're in a workplace of some sort, you might run across someone who's a little upset. Mm-hmm. How do you diffuse that?
Absolutely.
Listen to them, et cetera, et cetera.
For sure.
Those kind of things. Okay, real good. That's February 3rd, and then that's a B&L, and then February 12th. And that one is where?
Sorry, the 12th is that improv in the workplace.
And that's going to be at State Street Theater.
And the 3rd is the social that's at BNL
At
Bar.
the BNL, yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And so for these, there is a membership to HYPE. It is $35 for a year for chamber members or $45 for a community member. I do also just love to plug that if you work for a chamber member, you are a chamber member and you get all of those benefits. And if you have any questions on what that might entail, let us know. Call us or email us.
And there's over 300 some chamber members in New Ulm.
It's actually really close to 400
Oh, boy.
at this point, yes. So chances are you might be a member and not even know it. And then so if you were to join a HYPE membership for that yearly part, you would get the 12 free monthly socials. Non-members are welcome to come to the socials. It's just $5 for a social. And then the quarterly professional development events, those are where a HYPE member would get a discount. So this improv event is only $10 for members, and it would be $15 for a non-HYPE member.
Crystal Johnson is our guest, Office Manager, New Ulm Chamber of Commerce. Well, my screen says February 10th, the annual chamber meeting's coming up. Always a big event in town.
Absolutely. It's always super fun. It's one of my favorites. It's on a Tuesday, which is a little different. Usually it's on a Thursday, so just make sure you mark your calendars. Tuesday, February 10th. A couple things that we'll go through, as always, the chamber initiatives for the coming year. Updates from all of our committees. I don't even know how many there are. It's a lot of them. And then recognizing the Tourism Person of the Year, not known yet at the time of this filming, and a new award that we have is Volunteer of the Year. And again, we don't know that person yet, but they will be recognized there. And the other big thing that we'll do, of course, is announce the Small and Large Business of the Year. So voting will be open for that. Each chamber member business gets a vote, so just one per business. And they'll finish up the voting at the meeting, tally it all up, and announce the winners.
So it'll be announced that night.
Yes, it will.
It's a big, big thing. All right. February 18th. Here's a word again that's fairly new to me. Leader Collaboratory.
Yes. So it's like a laboratory because we're learning, but then we're collaborating. Yep. So yeah, that is Ann Vogt is the speaker for that. And on February 18th, that one is going to be focused on mentor mindset, growing others while you lead. And so the mentorship and new employee growth, focusing on enhancing your everyday influence by mentoring others through intentional actions, conversations, and consistency. Basically, the outcomes of that are long-term mindset, stronger internal pipeline, and empowered teams. So if you've never seen Ann Vogt speak, she's just crazy energetic. She helps you apply what she's teaching to any situation you're going through. She's incredible.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's February 18th,
Yes.
the Leader Collaboratory. Wow. February 19th, the next day, it's Mingle with a Purpose. That's for the ladies.
Yeah, so this is the 12th annual.
Wow, yeah.
You may know it as like the Red Heel event or the Women's Networking event, but yes, so Mingle with a Purpose. And actually, that's another Ann Vogt thing. She is going to be our speaker this year. And the topic is Ignite Your Impact, Reflect, Realign, and Rise with Purpose. So we're going to reflect on our journey so far, realign the vision for what we have, like what's possible for us, and then rise into bold, purposeful action. And whether you're like navigating transition or craving alignment or looking for what's next, and this could be in your professional life, it could be your personal life, any area that you want to focus on, she'll give you the tools to kind of, go after it. So literally anybody, we're looking for professional women, could be teachers or just community members, stay-at-home moms, anybody, please come to this.
You don't have to be a chamber member to
No,
come to this.
absolutely not.
Can you be from out of town?
Yes, absolutely. I think last year we had people from all over Minnesota come to it. It was great. And I think it's going to be a really good event again this year. So it is a $5 discount for chamber members, but anybody can come.
Big event for the ladies. Check that one out. February 28th, I know this has been around before. It was very popular. Baggin' in the Street is coming back.
Yes, this is the 3rd annual. So if you don't know what Baggin' in the Street is, some people know it as like the cornhole tournament. So if you ever seen the bean bags and the boards and you toss them across, and yeah. So basically they were like, hey, let's do that outside in the middle of the winter. And it's been a big hit the last few years. So it's going to be right in downtown, kind of behind B&L Bar, and starts at 10 a.m. There's going to be DJ music all day, sponsored by B&L. And then also Shells will be there with the beer poking. So,
Okay.
Yep.
Gonna get your
Yes.
your poke. There's another name for that. Anyway, it's
Yeah, I don't know.
Bach your Pock or whatever it is.
Yeah,
It's-
something like that. Yep,
They got
so-
the hot poker and it goes in there, caramelizes the beer.
Yep.
Yeah, all
Makes
of
it a
that's
little
good.
sweeter.
And again, that's not on Minnesota Street. That's going to be behind the
Yeah, like that
B&L.
alley that's behind B&L
Yeah.
and the laundromat and stuff. So.
Okay, real good. And again, Bagging in the Street, beanbag event, good event to come to. It's on Saturday, February 28th, and it's the 3rd annual. There's a few things coming up in March that we want to mention and get out there a little bit. I'll let you go over those.
Yeah, for sure. So on the 19th, we're doing a free grant writing workshop. So this would be for any organizations that are either new to grant writing or trying to refine their approach. That's going to be at Turner Hall. It is free. There are heavy apps included, and that is made possible by New Ulm Area Foundation. So they are helping with collaborating with that. Just kind of learn techniques to get that money for your organization,
Yep.
basically. On the 25th, it's the annual Career Expo. So you've probably heard about that before, but 8th and 10th graders come out to the Civic Center and they get to meet with people in all different kind of fields and careers and learn about stuff and get excited about what they might want to do with their lives. And then also there's going to be like a game show and storytelling aspect to it as well to get those kids engaged and excited. And then the last one would be same week, the 27th and 28th, that Home Health and Recreation Show. Everybody knows about that, but come out to the Home Health and Recreation Show because it's going to be great. You get to visit with all sorts of businesses, adding that recreation element a few years ago. So you could have like crafters or small businesses, but then you also have like the big ones. I won't name anyone in particular, but again, that's at the Civic Center. And on the 27th, it's 3 to 8 p.m. And on the 28th, it's 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And again, we'll have the seminars, free drawings, and things like that.
It's a fundraiser for the chamber, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I believe it is the biggest fundraiser of the year for the subset of the chamber, NUBRA, New
Yeah.
Ulm Business and Retail
Yep.
Association. So it really helps the economic community of New Ulm.
I remember when we had the very first one. It's been a really neat thing for the community. And again, all these different areas, and it just started out as a home show. Now it's home health and recreation, takes in a few more things. You want to check it out. And if people want information on any of these, I bet there's a website we can direct them to.
Oh, absolutely. newulm.com, short and sweet, nice and easy to remember. So newulm.com. You can also call us, 507-233-4300, or you can email us. There's two that are very simple, chamber@newulm.com or info@newulm.com. It will get to us, and we will get back to you with all of the details.
Chamber@newulm.com, or even shorter, info@newulm.com, and it's
Or
there.
if you know any of our first names, it's that at newulm.com, and we will get back to you.
So we think that Crystal is appearing to you folks on TV with some green in her glasses today.
Yeah.
Are you
it
noticing
shows
that?
up. It's
I know they said that back in the production studio, and she's got her aqua, I don't know, what color do you call that green?
teal.
Teal.
I didn't know I was
Close
going to be
enough.
quizzed.
Close enough. Anyway.
It's one of my favorites. I just don't really know what you would call it.
Yeah, and as you look at me, some of your glass is green and some isn't, but it's really neat.
I
so.
just see red. I don't know where, but I've got red reflections everywhere. It's magic.
There we go.
Yeah.
Again, newulm.com website. Find out information on these. Call 233-4300, 233-4300, or info@newulm.com, and you'll get the job done as well. Crystal, where's home for you originally?
Originally, let's see, kind of the Norwood Young America.
Yeah.
I grew up in very German towns. Took German in high
Your
school.
maiden name?
Jos,
Okay.
spelled like juice. I don't know. People never pronounce it correctly. But yeah, Hamburg and Cologne. I lived in both of those towns because my parents were divorced, and grew up in Norwood going to school there. And
Sprichst du ein bisschen Deutsch?
nur ein bisschen und nicht so gut.
Anyway, yeah, that.
Ich habe vergessen mehr Deutsch.
Okay, yeah, forgets a lot. Anyway, and that is a very German area, as is New Ulm, and you take the whole stretch in between here, with the exception of a couple of Norwegian and Swedish areas.
Which is actually my heritage.
Really?
Yep.
Well, we accept
Who
that
knows?
too. That's okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's going to do it for now. Again, Crystal Johnson, our guest, office manager, New Ulm Chamber of Commerce. They're located right downtown in the corner of Center Street in Minnesota, right?
Mm-hmm.
And been there, I remember when we moved into that facility. So it's you've been there 30 plus years right now.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a good one. That's going to do it for this segment of Something Artsy. Thanks for joining us. Don't leave. We've got another segment to go. Jim Bartles here along with Crystal Johnson, and this is Something Artsy. And welcome back for our final segment this month of Something Artsy. Jim Bartles here as your host. And with us is Patricia Brusvin, tap room manager at Shell's Brewery. So, boy, we're ending up with a really good one here. I don't know why you didn't bring beer along
I should
for
have
us.
brought the beer. What was
We-
I thinking?
Yeah, we could have done some sampling. You know, on the radio station, Beers with Brian, they do some of that right there with
Yep.
Kyle Marty. I'm sure we could have worked it out.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, that's not what we're here for today. Patricia, we want to go through so many things that are coming up out at the brewery. And again, one of them, the first couple, I guess, why don't you lead us through those all the way through February 7th? There's 3 different events. There's some neat ones that are coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. So on Sunday, February 1st, we have the New Ulm Fire Department, which, as all you know, is a volunteer fire department, and they are going to take over the bar. So they'll be taking your orders, they'll be checking you out, and they will be pouring your beers for you. So, and then 20% of the sales on that date will go back to them from us specifically on Shells.
Fundraiser.
But great fundraiser. We like to, partner with different organizations within the community, and it's a really great time. We did that last year. We'll have some pint specials and things like that. So feel free to come out for that. And then right now we have trivia going on every Wednesday until the end of February. So come out for that. It's at 6 o'clock. And then on Saturday, February 7th, we have the start of our Hearts and Hops Week with Sammy's Sweets Cookie Class at 10 a.m. You can sign up for that on our website. That links to hers for registration, so you do need to register for that class. And then we have in that evening at 8 p.m. Next Stop Comedy as well. So you just need to buy tickets for that, and then you could come in on that. And then Tuesday, February 10th, we have charcuterie class. Again, you can sign up right on our website, and that's at 6 p.m. Dawn the Diner comes down and does a really cute little charcuterie class, so bring your friends or your great pals with, or even, your spouse, your husband, want to learn something new in that respect.
So again, register online
Yep.
where you need that. And I was going to ask for the trivia, individual or is it teams that come in?
It's teams, but if you want to do it by yourself, you're welcome to. And there's not really a limit on teams. You can have 4 players, 2 players, 8 players, whatever you feel is good. Just one answer per team.
And I'm guessing in some cases an individual might come in and be put onto a team.
Yes.
As well.
Absolutely.
That can work out.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Okay, so we covered through February 10th, I believe.
Yep.
On the 11th, you got a couple more things coming up, but trivia again every Wednesday night, 6 o'clock by Kylie, right?
Yep.
And then on the 12th, you've got a book fair.
Yeah, so we are partnering with Lake Books here in town, and so we're going to be doing $1 off some pink beer specials, which is our mule as well as sangria, and then we're going to be doing mini flower arrangements, and then we're also going to be doing black poetry making. So those are self-guided. You can just come in, buy some books. We're going to do a beer pairing with a date with a book, and so just trying to, again, reach out to our partners here in town. But kind of a fun little Galentine's Day event from 5 to 8 that evening.
That's a busy week because
Yes.
it keeps going on Friday the 13th.
Yep.
Pints, pizza, and puzzle competition.
Yeah, it's a fast and furious competition. You get 2.5 hours. It starts right on the dot at 6 p.m. There's 4 people that compete. And so the team has to put together a 500-piece puzzle, eat a whole large pizza, as well as drink 2 pints of beer each. And so as long as you factor in all of those, the first one to win gets a prize and things like that. So it's a fun little competition. You can sign up right on the website.
And while most of the events we're talking about are up in the beer hall, this is in the lower tap room.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Saturday the 14th, again, we got Valentine's
Yep.
Day, and what do we got going on?
So we have a soulmate sippers flight. So we have two 5-ounce pours for the ladies and 2 5-ounce pours for the men. And then it's $1 off. So it'll be a $9 flight. So feel free to come in and, maybe that's where you're going to start your evening kind of thing, and then head out to dinner and whatnot. So we want to make sure we're feeling the love.
What I'm seeing on the screen here for Sunday, February 15th, happy birthday, August.
Yes.
Like in August Shell himself.
Yes.
What do we got going with August birthday party?
Yeah, so we're going to be doing a Bach Poke from 2 to 4. We're also going to be handing out some gifts and prizes from us, because what better way to celebrate August's birthday with a couple different extra, trinkets to give away and things like that. But we just want to make sure that we're appreciating him and all he's done. And, 165 years ago, he founded the brewery, and so we want to make sure that we're still remembering him every year.
A couple of years ago, I was in Germany with a group from sister cities in New Ulm, and one of our stops was at his original home in Germany. So
Oh,
it was
very fun.
pretty cool to have been there for that. Okay, so we finished a real busy week.
Yep.
Let's get into the next week. Tuesday, looks like some bingos coming into the brewery.
Yep, so we do bingo the third Tuesday of each month. So it'll be February 17th. It'll be 6 o'clock, and that's a partnership with the New Ulm Baseball Association that we do. So we do once a month, every third Tuesday. And it's a great group of people that come in for it, great prizes. So try your luck. You never know, you might win.
You just don't know. Again, Wednesday, of course, will be trivia again at 6 o'clock. But on Thursday, Depths Tour. Now, I'm thinking this is taking us down into the caves that they used to use for where the ice was stored and things years ago. Tell us about this.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So typically either Kyle or Ted go and essentially lead this tour. So you start in the museum and do a full comprehensive tour of what happened in 1860, and then goes to today's day and age, and then you go through actually the full brewery. So this is a more in-depth tour than what we would typically do when you come in for a regular hour-long tour. So you go through the entire brewery, you get a beer off the line that's been produced that day, you get a Deer brand in the original tap room like August would have had, you get to see the caves where we do the cave age barrel age that comes out typically in that Thanksgiving time frames and things like that. And then you end up in the beer hall and you're able to chat and ask questions, to a family member essentially, and drink some beer and then, have a good time.
I've never been down in those caves yet. I just put a double asterisk by that. I might have to try to make that.
Absolutely. We'd love to have you.
That would be good. And is there a price for that? I assume a charge?
Yes, yep. So go on the website. You can buy tickets. It's limited to 30 people. So the first 30 people that sign up, you can get your tickets. And it's once a month we do this. So if you can't make it this month, hit us up for March.
Patricia Brusman is with us, tap room manager, August Shell Brewery, talking about their events for February. And Friday, February 20th. Krista Bowman will be out there?
Yes, yeah. So she's one of our regular players, and everybody loves to come out and listen to some music, have some beer, and all of that. So she'll be out there from 5:30 to 7:30 playing music, and it's a really great time. She brings in a great vibe.
Fabulous performer.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
I mean, such a good voice, and she can sing so many different types of songs.
Yep.
So that's good. All right, so that's the 20th. We got a couple more things to talk about yet. The 25th, again, trivia, and this is the last one for the season, I think you said, right?
Yep, absolutely. Yep. So if you want to get your trivia fix in, we have 7 more weeks of it, but after that, you won't see it again until next year. So.
All right. Patricia, what is it on February 27th? Maple Porter Pilot.
Yeah, so we have a pilot system that brews about 2.5 kegs worth of beer. And so we're going to be doing a maple porter for that. So we try some things out once a month, if we can, and see if it's going to hit in the market. We try to just do different things. Some things are fun. Some things we may be able to produce out in the market. And so, come out, try the new beer at 6 p.m. So it's definitely something that you won't see in the market. You'll see only in the beer hall, and try it out. And if you like it, you might see it next year out in cans or bottles and things like that. So.
Or it could be a snowstorm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, we talked about Krista Bowman. Do you have music in the beer hall on a regular basis during the winter or not?
So we kind of organically sporadically put them in with the events and things like that. So it just, whenever we can, put it in.
We all know in the summer, the outdoor little amphitheater music on the weekends, which is really fabulous.
And that'll be coming back for sure.
Anything else, Patricia, that we should mention here before we wrap up, as we're talking about Shell's Brewing Company and all the things coming up, which is really fantastic for the community and for the area as well.
Yeah, I know we're in February, but I should mention March 7th is Buckfest.
Oh, boy.
And so make sure you get your tickets or come out on that day. It's a great day of beer and fun and music. You can go down in the woods if you want, and things like that.
Look for the Bach.
Yep, you can get your Bach poked, and it's a really great time.
They still have the hidden Bach, though, that people go searching for?
Absolutely, they do. Yep.
Oh, yeah, and this normally now is the first Saturday of March, right? Normally?
Yes.
So how it's situated, it used to float with the holiday.
Yep.
But now it's that early March period.
Yep, so it'll be March 7th this year.
All right, real good. Whew, man, that's a lot of stuff that's coming up.
Yeah.
Busy time, and it's good. Again, Bachfest, good to mention that. And are there advance tickets for Bachfest or not?
You can get them online, absolutely. Yep, so you don't have to stand in line if you pre-purchase them and then bring them with you. you get kind of a separate line that gets you in quicker.
Yeah, and there's always a few thousand people there.
Yes.
Kind of that fun festival.
Yes,
it's
many
a
thousands, yes.
Little bit of that Oktoberfest feel, except
Yep.
Bachfest is a little different and probably a little bit younger normally on age.
Yes.
Yeah, very good.
But still a good time, no
For
matter
all
what
ages,
age you are.
For
yes.
all ages.
Yeah.
And music is out there, Bachfest.
Yep. We have 2 different stages. We'll have 3 different beer locations, a couple different food spots. So you should be able to find something no matter where you go on the grounds.
Do you know the bands coming out?
I don't, but check online. They might be up there.
All right, very good. All right, I think that's going to wrap it up. Jim Bartles here, thanking you for joining us today on Something Artsy. It's brought to you by the State Street Theater in conjunction with New Cat, which films this segment every month. Thank you for supporting the arts in our community through financial support from Prairie Lakes Arts Council, the Minnesota State Arts Board, New Ulm Area Foundation, and ISD 88 Community Education. Without their generous support, this program would not be possible. And thank you so much for watching. Again, Patricia, thanks for being here as well.
Thanks so much.
For updating us. Many different guests we had on for this month's show. Jim Bartles here. Always fun to be joining you with you as well. We'll see you again another time. But for right now, that's going to wrap it up for this month's Something Artsy.